Hey guys, Jayden here and welcome to my new channel. Roll the intro. Now, what do you guys think about the intro? Good, bad? Could use a bit of work. To be honest though, I've been working on it for quite a while. But yeah, I definitely want your honest opinions. I actually have some of my own thoughts, but please leave me a comment down below before you actually look at what I said about my own intro in the description. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably realized that I've created a new YouTube channel. And we're gonna be starting from 0 subscribers, or maybe a few of my subscribers that, migrated over to my new channel, but we're basically starting from scratch. And I'm okay with that. There are a bunch of reasons why I decided to make a new channel. And one of the main ones was that I just didn't feel like I was getting the maximum work efficiency that it could have been. When I originally conceptualized putting myself on this platform, I was very rushed and I ended up using one of my personal emails, which definitely made it more convenient for me. But as the years went by, I realized that getting coupons, all these spam emails, brochures coming in, lowered efficiency with my workflow and really bogged me down and made me sluggish and kind of not really want to produce videos. But let's try to make sure we stay motivated this time. That being said, although I haven't been producing YouTube videos, I have been working on this YouTube account. As you've noticed, I've made my new YouTube intro and I've also made a new YouTube outro. I've been working on setting up all the infrastructure I need to actually keep myself in a consistent work-life balance when it comes to YouTube. Setting up my Patreon, setting up my Amazon affiliates. If I decide to monetize, I know it's quite early, but just having all this infrastructure there will help keep me motivated and actually want to keep producing YouTube videos for you guys. I've also gotten some new camera equipment. I used to film on my Samsung Galaxy S8 back in the day using a Jayden Smooth Q gimbal, and I was able to get by with that. But honestly, as I learned about cameras, filming, videography, photography, all that stuff, I realized that it wasn't enough. You didn't get that nice bit rate, you didn't get that nice background blur with your wide open apertures, your fast lenses and all that stuff. And I feel like I'm a changed man, so to speak. So yeah, I'm gonna be producing a lot more videos, and in addition to all this new YouTube infrastructure that I set up for myself, I'm also gonna be trying to branch out into different kinds of content. In the past, I was mostly focused about vlogs, which were fun for me. Some of my favorite vlogs are actually not the ones that I speak, but the ones that just show visual storytelling. My favorite one.
That's a real knee slapper.
Was, I think, the Canada Day one, Lake Simcoe, my absolute favorite. But I realized that doing vlogs just for the sake of vlogs is kind of boring. So when I do vlogs, I want to do more things. So you'll see a lot of things where I do like DIY projects, like setting up this green screen over here, setting up some of my workout equipment that I have on the side, and some of the motorcycle and e-bike stuff that we've been working on as well. I think you guys are going to enjoy that a lot. I might make those into separate series, so look forward to that. Another thing you've probably noticed is I want to branch out into wider audiences. That's why in my intro, there's a bit of Chinese in the beginning, where it's like, I'm not sure if it wouldn't be called a romanization anymore. I guess it would be a synetization?
Synicization.
Basically the Chinese, well, at least the Mandarin simplified Chinese version of my stage name, Jayden. So yeah, I'm gonna be trying to branch out into my Chinese audience because I'm not sure if you know this, I am actually a CBC, Canadian born Chinese. I grew up here in the GTA, which is the Greater Toronto Area, but specifically in Richmond Hill and Markham. There's a big Chinese community here, but honestly, my upbringing was very Canadian, and my mother tongue was English, specifically Canadian English. And growing up, I didn't speak a lick of Chinese, except for a few vocabulary words here and there that my parents, speaking the Cantonese variety of Chinese, would teach me like every now and then. But honestly, I had no foundation. I didn't have the basic structures. I didn't even know what were the basic pronouns, basic verbs. So growing up, Chinese was absolutely a mystery to me. But as an adult, I've been getting better. I've took it upon myself in the last, I guess, 3 years to start learning Chinese, both Cantonese and Mandarin. But honestly, I only started to understand basic sentences, formulate basic sentences maybe a year ago. I feel like I've come a long way, but honestly, I still have a great journey ahead of me. I was actually here in my green screen room for the last 2 hours thinking about how I should introduce myself in this video. Like, I was actually thinking about saying my introduction in Mandarin and in Cantonese. It wasn't exactly the same introduction I used at the beginning of this video, but I went through a lot of different retakes and different versions of the intro. Like, for example, in Mandarin, I would have said something like 大家好，谢谢你们收看今天的视频。我是 Jayden 杰一邓。我首先很想分享一件的重要的事。So that would be like my Mandarin introduction. I know it's not perfect, but that's my level of Mandarin right now. And then the Cantonese would basically be an almost word for word translation. So it would have been something like this. 大家好，多謝你哋收睇今日嘅短片。我係 Jayden。我首先好想分享一下一件重要嘅事。So yeah, those were kind of like my original Chinese intros, and you would not believe how many takes it took me to get to even that level of Chinese. So I'm still predominantly going to be speaking English on this channel, although there will be some Chinese in my intro, in my name, and also my outro, but there will also be predominantly, again, English. There will be CC annotations available in the actual YouTube annotation system. And the reason why I don't just put them and embed them directly into the video is because I make kind of weird amalgams of English grammar and Chinese words from time to time, and that happens. If I make a mistake, I can't really edit that, right? So if you want to see the subtitles, you will probably have to go like in the bottom corner, somewhere down here, if you're watching on PC, and you click CC/annotations. If you're watching on your phone or a smaller device, the annotations will be in that three-dotted little options menu. There will probably be a list of either English, Cantonese in its vernacular form, and Mandarin Chinese. I'm going to be trying my best to do subs as much as possible. They're not going to be perfect. I will try my best until at least I can afford to hire a professional translator to do this for me. This kind of goes hand in hand with my, branching out to new audiences. So I don't know if you've been keeping up to date with my social media, specifically on Instagram, but we have this new project that we're working on called Kidult Garden, But the shortest way I can explain it to you guys is that it's a Cantonese version of, well, you can read in between the lines here, Budfee's video. So yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of us CBCs as well as a few people from Guangzhou and Hong Kong. Basically here in the Greater Toronto area, collaborating together and creating content for you guys. So whether that's competitions, challenges, parodies, stuff that's really, really fun, because we feel like there's a big gap right now, at least when it comes to Canada and the US, where Cantonese diaspora, like CBCs, ABCs, just aren't represented enough in pop culture. So yeah, we want to represent all of our CBC, ABC friends around the world. It's gonna be really, really awesome. So yeah, check the social media plugs down below. It's going to be on screen somewhere here as well. They will also be in the description down below. They'll be clickable that way. Check us out. It's going to be really, really awesome. So there's definitely going to be a lot of content to look forward to. I may or may not have mentioned this earlier, but I have a lot more camera equipment now. So we're going to be doing reviews. We're going to be doing tutorials, stuff like that. I've also been getting into like learning how to use new software like After Effects. That's how I made my intro, right? The 3D triangle that's moving around. I've also been trying to learn how to use Blender. If you don't know what Blender is, it's basically this 3D rendering software. You can make models and sculptures and stuff. You can even make scenes. You add videos, you add pictures, so it's really, really flexible, but it's also really confusing. But hopefully we can use that in the future as well. So yeah, we're going to do camera reviews, tech reviews, a lot of this unboxing. We have my new camera, which is the Sony ZV-1. We also have the old camera I've been using as well, which is a Sony A7 III. One of my buddies at Kidult Garden is planning on picking up an A7S III, so maybe we'll be able to talk about that one too. So make sure you just slap the subscribe button down below and hit that bell while you're at it, because you guys definitely don't want to miss another video. Stay tuned. Peace.